Hello, this is Simon Robinson welcoming you to this Pluralsight course C# Collections Fundamentals. The aim of this course is to give you a comprehensive understanding of collections in C#. You'll learn what the main different types of collections are, including lists, dictionaries, linked lists and sets, and how to use them effectively and appropriately in your code. I'll cover the various collections interfaces that you might encounter, and also something of the design philosophy behind collections in C# and .NET. Through all this, I'll be teaching you on two levels. Although there will be a strong focus on understanding how to use collections effectively, it's often impossible to truly appreciate what different collection types are capable of unless you know something about how they work under the hood. So whenever it's appropriate, I'll make sure you have the background understanding of how, for example, arrays or lists or dictionaries actually work. And along the way, you'll find out about some of the special supports the C# language has for collections, which makes many collection tasks, including initializing and enumerating collections, very easy. So here's what we're going to cover. Introduction. This module will give you some background that you need to understand collections. I'll explain in broad terms the main collection types and how they work, and I'll also introduce you to the main collections namespaces in .NET. Arrays are fundamental to collections, and in .NET they are also arguably considerably more powerful than many people imagine. For this reason, I'm going to be spending quite a bit of time up front on arrays, 2 modules in fact. The first one, Inside Arrays, will focus on understanding what an array is and how it works, and the second, the Array Type, will focus on the many capabilities that arrays have in .NET, as well as how arrays fit into the type system. Interfaces. In this module, I'll make sure you have a thorough understanding of the main collections interfaces and how they are related. This is obviously important if you want to use interfaces to expose collections in an implementation independent way. Next, we have 4 modules that cover each of the main categories of collection in .NET. 1 module each about index-based lists, other lists, dictionaries and sets. For each category, I'll show you what the main collection types are that are available and how to use them. Understanding these types is key to being able to use collections effectively. For example, being able to decide whether in a particular scenario you should use a list, a collection, a dictionary, a sorted dictionary, or some other type. And now we're starting to wrap up. In the last but one module, I'll give you an insight into enumerators, how they work under the hood, how the for each loop leverages them, and some of the pitfalls you need to be aware of when using enumerators. And in the final module, I'll look in more detail at array bounds and go over multidimensional and jagged arrays. Now this course does start right at the beginning in terms of introducing collections. I know a lot of people will be experienced in C# and will already be comfortable with, for example, arrays and basic collection usage. If that's you, and you're watching this because you want to be able to use the full range of collection types, then I suggest you skip the early modules and start watching at either Module 5 about interfaces or Module 6 about lists. Module 6 is where we start seriously coding with the various collections. Obviously, if you're a beginner, or you're happy to spend some time recapping the syntax and inner workings of arrays, then carry on from here. Either way, my hope is that by the end of this course, you will be empowered to use collections to their full potential in your C# programs. So let's go.